Audio Jungle.
Good morning. It's Monday, December 19th, and apparently my dog, Martha, has more of a human name. You can check on your dog here. Now let's catch up. The January 6th committee will hold its final public meeting today. What to expect? The House panel is set to vote on referring former President Donald Trump for criminal charges, concluding its 18-month examination of the 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. Why now? It's ahead of the expected release of the panel's final report, which should tell the most comprehensive story yet of the events leading up to the attack. The schedule. The meeting is set to begin at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have live coverage on WashingtonPost.com. Read this story: Nations reached an agreement to slow the loss of nature worldwide. The details. Nearly 200 countries at a UN summit pledged this morning to protect almost a third of the planet as a refuge for wild plants and animals by the end of the decade. Why it matters. If the nations follow through, it could help turn the tide in an ongoing extinction crisis that scientists have warned could wipe out about 1 million species. Read this story: U.S. border expulsions are on track to end this week. Why? A federal appeals court on Friday rejected a Republican challenge to the Biden administration's attempt to end a controversial Trump-era policy known as Title 42. What it means. The policy, used by U.S. border officials since March 2020 to quickly expel asylum seekers, could end Wednesday, unless the Supreme Court intervenes. Read this story: Elon Musk's future at Twitter appears uncertain. Why? He launched a poll last night asking whether he should step down as head of Twitter. Millions voted, and most agreed that he should go. Will he do it? Musk has abided by past poll results, even though they are unscientific. What would it mean? It's not immediately clear how much would change if he steps down as chief executive, considering he would still own the company. Read this story: Parents are struggling to get hospital beds for kids with flu and RSV. What's happening? Children have been transported out of their states for care, and some have waited for days for hospital beds. What's behind this? Overlapping surges of infections, as well as a nearly one-third drop since 2000 in the number of U.S. hospitals offering pediatric services. Read this story: Hanukkah began yesterday at sundown. What to know? The holiday, known as the Festival of Lights, is widely celebrated among American Jews, marked with a mix of fried foods, candles, gifts and games. There's a shadow this year. A surge of anti-Semitic incidents left many feeling vulnerable and even frightened as the 8-day holiday got underway. Read this story: Lionel Messi led Argentina to victory in a thrilling World Cup final. How it ended. In penalty kicks, with Argentina scoring 4 to France's 2 in a shootout following a dizzying 3-3 draw yesterday in Qatar. What it means. Argentina is the world champion for the first time since 1986, and Messi, 35, finally added the last piece of glory to his extraordinary career. What's next? The Women's World Cup is this coming summer in Australia and New Zealand. The next men's tournament is 2026 in the US, Canada and Mexico. Read this story: you're all caught up. See you tomorrow. But before you go, hoping for a white Christmas? Check your city's chances here. Plus, some tips to avoid getting your family sick during holiday travel. Jordan Robertson for The Post. Do you know someone who would like this newsletter? Share it with them. Prefer push notifications? Download the Post's app to get one when the 7 publishes. We think you'll like this newsletter. Check out The Optimist for a selection of inspiring stories to help you disconnect. Hit refresh and start the week off right. Delivered every Wednesday and Sunday. Sign up, manage my email newsletters and alerts, privacy policy. Help you receive this email because you signed up for the 7 or because it is included in your subscription. Copyright 2022 The Washington Post, 1301 K Street Northwest, Washington, District of Columbia.